This is the Mohsin Mortgage Program with Sarah Mohsin. Mohsin Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550. And now, here's your host, Sarah Mohsin.
Great to be back here again, folks. It's the weekend edition, Pittsburgh, and we have Nancy Angus from the Mario Lemieux Foundation. How are you?
I'm very well. So nice to be back, Sarah. Thanks for inviting me.
I love having you back, and
so nice.
Such fun things that you're doing, and important things, meaningful things.
Yeah.
So, share, please.
Wow, the Lemieux Foundation, it doesn't ever stop. It seems like if, we're just rolling along with all kinds of neat things, and we have this great auction going on right now. We try to do it at the end of the season, beginning of the playoffs, with some Mario memorabilia. So people can learn about it if they go to our website at mariolemieux.org. And of course, all the proceeds will benefit the Lemieux Foundation and all of our great cancer research projects and patient care initiatives like Austin's Playrooms, where we build playrooms and medical facilities. But as we were chatting before, we have some really interesting items. We have a stick from Mario's personal collection that was game used. He scored a goal. He scored an assist. It's from '92 from his personal collection.
Wow.
So it's really, you can't really beat that. And you can't find that anywhere. A jersey from him that it was game issued for the 96-97 season. Oh, we have a seat back from the Civic Arena. You know those orange seats?
Yes.
And he signed it. He signed it in a really interesting way. He signed it 5 goals, 5 ways, and then the date, 12/31/98, on the seat back, which is really cool. I didn't even know that we had it, and it was sitting in the office.
I love it.
Said, what is that? I like that too. So the auction's going to be really great, and it ends on Saturday. So
I know.
People have time to still get in and make some bids.
I think it's super cool and fun, and this is so important because it's all about giving back. And here's the things that we can hold on to, great memories with Mario, and be able to purchase and be of service, do something good with it.
Well, and the auction is a really fun way to support the foundation. You're going to get a really cool piece of memorabilia, and we're going to get some funds that will help us keep doing our programs and all the projects that the foundation is doing to help others in need.
It's important, the work that you're doing. It's really meaningful. I so enjoy having you here because it's for the kids.
No, it really is.
That's what it is.
It really, really is. The projects that we're doing, we have this great program at the end of April called Make Room for Kids. And we call it Make Room for Kids because we provide a technology upgrade to a particular floor at a hospital. So this year, it'll be Children's Hospital.
Right.
But we're also doing programs at AGH and also the Children's Home and Lemieux Family Center. So we have a great partnership with Microsoft, and we provide an Xbox in everyone's sleeping room. So all of these inpatients have their own Xboxes, and we also give them games and movies and controllers. And we have this great girl, Virginia Montanez. She used to write for Pittsburgh Magazine, and now she kind of does her own thing. But she does a lot of fundraising for us on social media. So she'll post a wish list. Well, the wish list wasn't like 5 things this time. The wish list was like $16,000 worth of games and movies on Amazon, and just said, hey, here's what we're doing. We have Make Room for Kids. What do you think? Within 2 days, everything on the wish list was gone. And in 2 more days, thanks to the beauty of Amazon Prime, it was all in my office.
Yes.
So we have, I look like an Amazon warehouse, but that's okay because it's all great stuff that we're going to turn around and give to Children's Hospital. So this year we're doing the medical surgery unit. It's for kids who are recovering from surgery, recovering from an illness. There's overflow. Kids are spending 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 days at a time, which doesn't seem like a long time until you have a sick child that's stuck in the hospital and you've exhausted, your entertainment capabilities. Now you have an Xbox in your room that you can use to not only play Xbox, but to play movies, because Xbox has a DVR player in it. And And the other thing we're doing with Make Room for Kids is we're going back through to all of the floors that have Xbox 360s. Now we're replacing them with Xbox Ones. I'm very well versed in Xbox.
I know. I was like, I'm impressed.
For a non-gamer. So we're going to do the adolescent medicine unit, which was one of the first floors that we did at Children's Hospital as part of Make Room for Kids. Last year we did transplant, which was the first floor that we did. But adolescent medicine is for kids 16 and up. Sometimes these kids are 20, 21 because a pediatric therapy is sometimes better than an adult therapy because they're still so young.
They are. They're babies.
They are. They are. So these poor kids, young adults, again, it's the same concept as all the other floors. So they'll get, and they'll also get new games and movies, but getting the Xbox Ones will be a big deal. And our partnership with Microsoft has been key to the whole thing. They're so generous to us. They had a great idea this year. We're going to give adapted controllers also. Nice. So for kids who can't, who don't have a full range of motion, who can't use the regular controllers, these are adapted. So it's just a switch or a button.
I've seen those.
They're awesome.
It's very inclusive, and it's important, for our kids to be able to participate, be a part of.
Oh,
this,
yeah, totally. I mean, it's going to make such a difference. Our Microsoft contact was there at the hospital talking to a mom who is in the PICU, which is the pediatric intensive care unit.
Right.
And she was telling him what a difference it'll make for her child with this adapted controller because her child can now play Xbox.
Right.
And currently he can't because he just doesn't have that mobility on the controller. So it's just a really uplifting project for us. These are the fun days when we get to go to Children's Hospital and deliver all of these things because we know what a difference it's going to make.
It does. I mean, it's, there's that joy.
Yeah.
It brings together, it's for the kids and the bringing together of the families to know that, okay, it's going to be okay. We have the community supporting. We have the Mario Lemieux Foundation who has created the space where there is this hope. And hope is a great thing to have. Right, Nancy, and everyone's come together and made it into something that's also fun.
Well, and you don't think about gaming when you think about illness, but we've found that gaming is a distraction. Distraction leads to healing. A couple of years ago, there was a mom, we were doing this unit, and her son had been in for several weeks. He was suffering from the flu, but he was almost in a coma. He was just non-responsive. He was having a really hard time, but he was a gamer. And so when we were doing our install, we asked, does he play? So they stuck a controller. The nurses put a controller in his hand, and by sheer muscle memory, he started playing. And the mom was crying. We were crying. Everyone was crying because it was such a beautiful thing that, all right, he's in there and he's fighting, and we're giving him that chance, and we're giving this family that hope that everything's gonna eventually be okay. This is just a little bump in the road, and you've got your Xbox, so life is now good.
It is good. It's the happiness factor. You know what I mean?
And he was intubated, so he couldn't speak, but you could see like the little corners of his little mouth. They were just like perking up just a little bit, so you could tell that he knew what was going on, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally going to play." So it was really. I mean, those moments are just things that you can't capture, and really, it really, just speaks volumes about what we're giving to these families. And it's actually the joy that they're receiving, but it's giving back to us, and it's why we do these things.
Can you share just one more time about the auction? Because it's coming up.
Yeah. So the auction is going on right now. You can find more information on mariolemieux.org. It ends on Saturday, so you got to get your bids in now. So game used Mario stick, game issued jersey, seat back from Civic Arena. We have a really cool jersey from Micah Ruzioni, who was on the 1980 Olympic team. He's also a great friend of Mario, so he gave us a jersey to have. So there's really a lot of cool things, pucks from other players, and you should check it out for sure.
I enjoy having you. You have such positive energy, and you're talking a little bit off air about your daughter and you recently. I think it's lovely, because this is really important, families and what you bring, because there is great joy in the work that you do, but you bring that joy as well. And
thanks so much. We have such a great show, and I'm happy to be here. So thanks very much.
It's enjoyable, and it's also important because as you said, it is a distraction, but it teaches the kids, especially now with Microsoft and what they're doing with the technology, to allow kids who may be a little challenged in respect to using their systems to make it inclusive.
Everybody can.
Yes, and I love that. I mean, being inclusive is not just about the fact that, you have people who are in positions like Mario Lemieux, who's done this, who has gone through certain things with his health as well, but he's created this space. I ran into a friend, Michael Buffer. He had cancer. He's the WWE announcer. What does he say? He says this.
Oh yes.
Let's get ready to
rumble.
Yeah. And I didn't even know that he started his career at 49. He had throat cancer. He's a cancer survivor. And it's so interesting to see people's lives and their stories. Mario Lemieux has done some amazing things, and out of that, very quietly, he's so humble.
Yes, by design. He likes to fly below the radar.
I love it.
It's not about him. It's all about what he can help to give others. He and his wife, Natalie, that's their whole thing.
They are. They're such a class act.
Yeah.
They're so wonderful
Very
and
generous.
humble. And it's just nice to see that they're able to, and you and everyone within the foundation that's working away to make these wonderful things happen.
We try.
Creating memories.
Yeah, we try because, again, it's not about us. It's about the end user. It's about the patients. It's about these families. So we try to give them, we're so fortunate. We've all been very blessed. So we just want to make sure that we're giving back to give those families that same feeling.
It is. And I was down there actually yesterday or so at PPG.
And, nice.
And it was beautiful, the mural and everything that has been put in place. The Penn's radio I was actually on with Kevin Stevens.
Yeah, that's great. I'll bet you had a great time.
I had a blast, and I love the fact that, sports, it's so important for not only for children, but for families. And this is really Pittsburgh is so sports driven. I love it.
Well, it brings everybody together. Everyone shares a common interest, rooting for the Pens because we just got to win one more game.
I know. And I love that because you can see it. You can see the energy in the city and the community spirit. And people are very kind. They're very generous. We're a city, but we're actually a town.
It's true. What is it? The 6 degrees of separation. It's like 2 in Pittsburgh. Everybody knows everybody else.
They do. And the foundation has created this opportunity for families to have some joy during a period that's very difficult for their kids. And this auction is wonderful. I may just go on and start buying
Check it out.
And so Saturday is the deadline.
Yeah, Saturday is when it ends on Saturday.
And
so
does it end at midnight or?
Yeah, it'll end on Saturday evening.
Okay. And how long have you been with the Mario Lemieux Foundation for, Nancy?
Goodness, over 20 years. It's been great though. It hasn't been the same job every day. We're not, making cogs in the factory. It's fortunately been something different every day, every year, and we've really grown as a foundation, and we've really expanded our reach and diversified our fundraising opportunities. So it's been quite a ride, and it's been a lot of fun.
Folks, if you have questions, you can also reach us at 1-800-662-9550. A million% support this auction. I'm going to go online myself.
Love it.
I want to see a lot of folks just come together and support a great cause. And the 6.6.
It's coming up this fall. We don't have a date yet. We have to wait for the Penguin schedule to be released after the Stanley Cup final, but it'll be this fall at some point, hopefully in conjunction with the opening of the season, and we're really, really excited for it.
Me too. I'm signing up again. I loved it.
Good.
Super well organized,
Thanks.
lot of fun.
It's a great morning. It's just lots of families, lots of runners, 2 bridges, 1 tunnel. We'll probably have the same course. So, yeah, it's one of our favorite events. And, it's one of Mario's favorite events, too. He loves it. He loves seeing the people that they come out, and there's families, and even the walkers. We've got moms and dads pulling their kids in wagons. There's dogs. It's a great time.
It is. I loved it. I love the fact that you saw the kids, you saw the families, and everyone didn't have to run. You could walk it.
No. Yeah, my mom walked it.
Oh.
That was my favorite part of the 6.6K last year, being at the finish when my mom finished. So
that's great.
It was awesome.
And then you get to run to the finish line, and High five, Mario.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, he was there last year. So he, like I said, he really enjoys the event. I think it's just because he can see, all the people that come out and they want to support him and the Penguins and the Penguins Foundation. And it's just, we've, knock on wood, had really great weather too. So I think that helps. It's just been a glorious time. So hopefully it'll be the same. And next time I come on, hopefully I'll have a date so we can talk about the details.
So we'll have you back. Nancy
Sure.
Angus, Mario Lemieux Foundation. Folks, you can reach out to us as well if you have questions, 1-800-662-9550. And with that, folks, stay well.
This has been the Mohsin Mortgage Program with Sarah Mohsin. Mohsin Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550.